remember the day Father came home early. Father, a solar energy engineer, loved working long hours to make the world a better place. His early return was rare and a treat for all of us who loved him. That day I learned that hard work and ingenuity were unappreciated, and the world could be a thankless place. And so it was, in the spring of 1973, motivated by books he had read, Father moved us. We moved from the city of Winnipeg into the wildlands of Manitoba. Father bought beef jerky at a local gas station and gave the attendant our old credit card for safekeeping. Having been accustomed to chocolate bars and potato chips, my little sister complained and would not eat it. Father said that soon even such items would be considered a luxury. My mother said maybe we would learn to make our own beef jerky. After driving the whole night through, we arrived in the wildlands of Manitoba, just as Father had said we would. It was like no place I had ever seen. Father removed the license plates, which he hoped to fashion into spearheads. And then parted with his much-loved Monaco. This he all did so we would not be able to change our minds and go driving home at the first sign of inconvenience. My sister wanted to play. Father said that much work would need to be done if we hoped to survive the arid summer that was fast approaching. My mother comforted her, saying that soon we would kill some animals and make puppets from their skin, and then what fun we would have. In the meanwhile, my sister and I were given the task of finding water to drink, while my parents found the promising location for our new home. In the middle of the afternoon, we found the remains of an old swimming pool. Like a mirage, the oasis contained no water. It seemed like an artifact from another time. I wonder why we were not afraid to wander this strange place. But we never felt entirely alone. Father was a poor craftsman, and we would often hear him cursing and swearing, his voice brought to us by the gentle breeze. Finally, we did find water. We filled the bottle as Father had ordered, and though we had only been in the wild for one day, I felt I looked older and wiser too. As I journeyed back to our new home, I felt responsible, like I had done a good thing for my family. I felt my parents' pride in their children, especially Father, who was overjoyed to see us. For our great thirst, my mother contented us with apples, which she said were mostly water anyway. After a few tests, Father figured the water should be fine. I felt he should have shared it with us, but I know what he did for the good of the family. Our new home was perfect. It was built in such a way that even if you were right inside, you could see the moon and the stars and feel the slight breeze. Father, who held our own comfort dearer than his own, worked late into the night digging a latrine. The grumbling roar of a wild beast interrupted his work. With no concern for his own safety, he ran to the woods and wrestled with the creature for an indeterminate time. Initially afraid, my mother's confident lack of concern calmed our fears, and I soon found myself in happy dreams of what our new life might hold. My mother whispered something into Father's ear which caused him great excitement. They must have had a great talk, because when we next saw him, he seemed robust and invigorated, a man of action once again. He was pretty sure there was a book of matches in the car. He would set the trap for rabbit, retrieve the matches, and for supper we would feast on boiled water and roasted meat. The sun climbed high in the sky, and still Father did not return. We ate the last of the apples, but remained hungry and in need of water. My mother decided we should search the area for signs of Father, and though we looked for several hours, we could not find him. We found him only a short distance away, but by the look of him, he had traveled many, many miles. His hand was clenched tight around what turned out to be the keys of our car, and his lips were red with the juice of poison berries that he himself had forbidden us to eat. When he woke, he did not recognize us. I don't know what he thought we were, but he begged us to let him live. And he told us there were others living in the wild who tasted better than he did. No one wanted to buy our old life, so it was there when we got back. Instead of looking for work, Father took to watching reruns of old cowboy westerns. I always used to wonder what I would do when I grew up. There are times I wonder still.